Star Trek fans, are you eagerly waiting for the USS Enterprise to grace the big screen once again in Star Trek 4? Wondering about the fate of this beloved franchise? In this video, we delve into the latest updates, including J.J. Abrams' search for a director and his excitement about the compelling story for the potential fourth installment. Despite actor Chris Pine's thoughts on the franchise, do you dare to remain hopeful? Join us as we explore the mystery surrounding Star Trek 4 and the future of the iconic starship. In an interview with Esquire, J.J. Abrams stated that the story for Star Trek 4 is the first one since the original reboot that feels as captivating as the initial film. However, it's worth considering actor Chris Pine's perspective, who referred to the franchise as cursed. So, how optimistic you choose to be about the future of Star Trek series is up to you. But before we dive deeper into the thrilling update on Star Trek 4, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button to join us on this exciting journey. I really know right now that Star Trek 4 will not be released in December 2023 as previously announced. The long-awaited film finally appeared to be on track in February 2022 when it was announced that J.J. Abrams would return to produce and Matt Shakman would direct, much to the delight of the cast and fans alike. Unfortunately, Shakman left the project in August 2022 to direct Marvel's Fantastic Four. The film was then removed from the release schedule in September 2022, but it appears that a director's search is still ongoing. In March 2023, J.J. Abrams, the producer and director of the previous films, revealed that they were actively searching for a director. Let's first talk about who's going to be in Star Trek 4 if the movie comes to fruition. Although not officially confirmed, there are strong indications that the reboot cast will likely return for Star Trek 4. While the release date in December 2023 was uncertain, the announcement by producer Lindsey in June 2022 acknowledged the audience's desire to see the familiar faces of the reboot cast in the movie. Therefore, if the project moves forward, it'd be surprising to see an entirely new cast. Fans can potentially expect the return of actors such as Chris Pine as Kirk, Zachary Quinto as Spock, Zoe Saldana as Uhura, Carl Urban as Bones, John Cho as Sulu, and Simon Pegg as Scotty. Urban appears eager to return, though he also revealed in March 2022 that, like Pine, he had yet to read a script. I'd love to work with those guys again. They're so much fun and the best hang. We'll see, he exclaimed. According to Quinto's quotes, everything is up in the air, but that doesn't mean that we can't hope. The fourth film was supposed to be a time-traveling adventure involving Chris Pine's James T. Kirk and his long-dead father, played by Chris Hemsworth. In May 2019, Hemsworth explained why he left the film, saying, "I didn't feel like we landed on a reason to revisit that yet. I didn't want to be underwhelmed by what I brought to the table." It's unclear whether this new version of Star Trek 4 intends to bring Hemsworth back or if it's gone in a completely different direction, but Hemsworth appears open to returning for the fourth film. Rings of Power creators J.D. Payne and Patrick McKay teased more about the original idea for the fourth film in October 2022. The conceit was that they were the same age due to a cosmic quirk in the Star Trek universe, McKay explained. Will Chris Hemsworth make a comeback in the fourth Star Trek film? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments section. With this, let's move on to the Star Trek 4 plot. What's going to happen in the fourth installment? There were numerous rumors about the plot leading up to the removal of Star Trek 4 from Paramount's release schedule. When Paramount first announced the sequel, they didn't have anything to go on. Even the stars and their agents were surprised that they were going ahead with the film despite not telling anyone. The strategy was to secure investors first and sort out the details later, which they eventually did. There was a lot of discussion about where a story could go when writers first started sitting down with their laptops. J.J. Abrams was even talking to Quentin Tarantino about giving him the opportunity to write a Star Trek film. Yes, those rumors were true, but they occurred concurrently with Paramount's plans to continue Abrams' Kelvin timeline. Tarantino eventually backed down, saying it wasn't something he was interested in. One of the most intriguing script ideas was to pull Chris Hemsworth from the Marvel Universe and have him reprise his role as George Kirk, James T. Kirk's father, from the 2009 film. This version of the script advanced far enough in development to reach the actors. Hemsworth expressed his feelings about the story in an interview with Josh Horowitz. It wasn't what I expected it to be or what it could have been, and I was thinking, oh cool, let's figure that out and keep going, and then I think everyone got busy and so on. It'd be strange to think back to your father and wonder, why is he so much older than when he died? Obviously, the plot was not for everyone. That pitch was eventually scrapped, and writers began work on another that will be a direct sequel to Star Trek Beyond. The plan was to reassemble the original cast and focus more directly on the Kelvin timeline. That was the situation when Shakman left the project to direct the Fantastic Four reboot, and Paramount dropped Star Trek IV from their release schedule. However, recent news gave fans a glimmer of hope when Sofia Boutella stated that she would be delighted to return, and Nick Cage declared himself a Trekkie. Fans have started a petition claiming that Nicolas Cage is exactly what Star Trek requires. Some have even speculated that he could be cast as a villain. And the last is Star Trek IV's potential release date. When can we expect this movie? As seen in the video, Star Trek IV currently does not have a confirmed release date and has been indefinitely delayed from its original December 22nd, 2023 slot. There are no rumors or speculations regarding when it might be rescheduled. In June 2022, before director Matt Shakman's departure from the project, Paramount executive Brian Robbins confirmed that the development of Star Trek IV was in progress. He expressed enthusiasm about the creative direction and indicated that they were nearing the point of commencing production, collaborating closely with J.J. Abrams. In a November 2022 interview with The Independent, actor Zachary Quinto shared his perspective on the status of Star Trek IV. He expressed a lack of strong attachment to the project, stating that he has learned to only get excited about things that are confirmed and tangible. Quinto acknowledged that while he and the rest of the cast would like to return for another Star Trek film, the current state of the fourth movie did not feel real or concrete to him. Or is there a trailer or any footage available for Star Trek IV at the time? Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to provide you with a trailer for Star Trek IV from the future, as I'm stuck in the mirror universe just like you. We understand that you would love to see a sneak peek or any available footage, but as of now, there's no official trailer or released footage for Star Trek IV. In the end, as we eagerly anticipate the release of Star Trek IV, we're left with questions. What exciting adventures await the crew of the USS Enterprise? Again, will Chris Hemsworth make a comeback? Because, as you know, Hemsworth is a really amazing and busy action star. And how will the new storyline in the Kelvin timeline captivate audiences? Share your thoughts and theories on the future of the Star Trek series. The journey continues, and we can't wait to embark on it together.